All right, bring it in real quick. We're still gonna do this, so we're not moving on quite yet, but I want to highlight a couple of details real quick that I'm seeing that I didn't explain very well the first time. So first off, I want to highlight a couple really important details that will make this go from white belt armbar to a purple belt. A couple really important details. So number one is he's defending. I get my S mount, right, nice and tight. Now, one of the things we highlighted Monday, but I didn't want to overwhelm you guys today, is right now, where's all my weight? Where am I sitting? On my butt, right? On my butt. It's a big surface area. But none of it's on Scott. So he's relatively comfortable right now, which is nice for him. I don't want to be nice to Scott. Right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep my foot tight underneath his armpit, and I'm going to rock my weight forward. Now, does this take a little bit of effort on my part? Yes, because I have to keep my weight rocked forward. But how big of a toll does it take out of him? A huge one. Because now he's got my big old donkey butt just sit right on his lungs. It's a little bit harder for him to breathe and a lot harder for him to move. Go ahead and move and wiggle around. Go ahead and move and wiggle around. A huge difference for a small cost on my part. All right, so don't, and I don't mean this lazy like you're a lazy person, but don't be lazy like this, not doing anything. Active with your hips, active with your weight. Make him carry whatever you've got, whether it's 80 pounds or 200 pounds. Make him carry. Then, as we're here, I scoop, and one of the things I like to do is I'll like lean down like this to scoop it, and I lock it up tight right here. And then once I get this arm locked up tight, I don't make any more room from here on out. It stays this tight until he taps. So what that means is I'm not going to do this because all that security I had is gone. When it's tight here, it stays tight. So right now, even without moving or anything, just sitting upright, how's that feel on your arm? Yeah, it's already pretty tight. So as I elongate and go away from his body, it's still tight. I get my good grip, and I'm still sitting on him. And then as I rotate back, it stays tight the entire time until I get the tap. Notice, did I ever let go of this hand? Nope. In a competition, I usually would, but I wanted to illustrate one-armed, just like this, still a super tight armbar. Okay, so you don't need this hand to be grabbing anything. What do I need it for? Get your arm. His arm can't go anywhere, right? Because it's this tight. If we're doing this, anything like that, it's not going to be so tight. All right, so your arm should be as tight to you as you can, and his hand should be stuck. And then, as I just said, one kind of final detail, when I'm up here, I lean away, and then my foot comes up. And right now, I'm pinching my knees. I'm in good armbar position. All rolling does is extend it, keeping that arm super tight until I get my tap. So don't lean, fall, and then try to get in position. You should be in position sitting on him, and then all you're doing from there is tightening until he taps or he yells.
Can you go back to the initial grabbing of the arm position?
This is Brett's fault.
I'm good.
So when you get to this position, is there like a gap between your belly button and his elbow at all?
Right now, not much of one.
So when you grab it though,
But I have a big
and you get it tight to your chest, is there any space there between your, like, is it his arm is glued to you all the way down?
Well, I can't control his entire arm because I have two attachment points. My hips to his armpit, and then his wrist to my neck. So when I lean down and do this, then as I sit up, for the most part, his arm should be locked in super tight. Yeah. But I don't have something directly anchoring that. So all I can do is extend it so it's straight, and then his arm should be against my body.
Okay, so that's why extending it's like super important then?
Yep.
Okay.
Because-
Cause you could like,
Yeah, cause
elbow down.
if it's like this, like if I try to finish an arm bar and his arm's not extended, then it's got more wiggle room. If I do the exact same thing but it's extended, it has almost no wiggle room. And it's the same idea, like when we're grappling, does he want to be like this? No, because his arms are extended. Okay? He wants them bent, tight, because this is where he's strong and safe. So it doesn't change once I get an S mount. I want his arms extended, he doesn't. The difference is here, he mostly has control of what happens to his arms. Here, I have control, so I want to make sure I put him in the worst spot I can. Yep. That makes sense?
Yeah.
Good question.